Hey there, were you planning on getting achievements in CK3? Were you planning on really grinding out the Iron Man mode? Well, I'm here to tell you that you better give up on those plans because you will not want to play without the newly released Community Flavor Pack features. El Tyrannos, who is the modder behind the single most subscribed mod in the entire Steam workshop, has put in months of work preparing for the Royal Court update, and the results are utterly breathtaking. The Community Flavor Pack has been a massive visual enhancement for CK3 for a long time now. It enables players to really give their characters some, well, character by dressing them in more unique and beautifully crafted clothing. With the addition of throne rooms and artifacts in the Royal Court update, the mod has decided to go hard on this issue and add not one, not two, but 3 throne rooms for different cultures, as well as various artifacts. The first throne room to enjoy is the Norman throne room right here. It has its own unique aesthetic as far as the walls and the ceilings are concerned. It is based on the Norman council and banquet hall within the castle of Cayenne, and on top of this also comes with its own unique set of furniture. This means that there's both a Norman style bench that appears in the throne room once you have enough grandeur, but also an absolutely gorgeous set of Norman thrones. The entire flair of this throne room is highly unique and will give you a different feeling than any of the vanilla throne rooms. Beyond this, the mod also offers some gorgeous content for players that choose to lead an Irish dynasty to great success. Here, El Tyrannos has created a variation of the Norman throne room, ultimately leading to quite the unique style for Irish rulers. While the layout may be the same as the Norman throne room, the tapestries and the wall material give it a very unique flair that is complemented by the wonderful Goidelic throne variation. These thrones are unique, they are beautiful, and quite honestly, they might be the most comfortable ones in the entire game. Outside of the Norman and Goidelic throne room variations, El Tyrannos also put in the work to deliver an Andalusian throne room inspired by the halls of Abd ar-Rahman III of Cordoba, the ruler of Cordoba in 867. This room is easily one of the largest ones in the entire game, truly conveying the grandeur of the Umayyad rulers of Iberia. The unique architectural style of Andalusia is also well represented, and I am personally very much in love with this fact. You have to consider that as great as vanilla is, the Umayyad rulers use the same style as the Abbasid rulers of Baghdad. However, historically speaking, due to the great geographical distance and the cultural uniqueness of the Iberian Peninsula, Al-Andalus developed its very own and absolutely breathtaking style. All of this is represented quite well thanks to the Community Flavor Pack. Now, all of these throne rooms really add to the game, but let's not underestimate just how much additional artifacts can do. And of course, the Community Flavor Pack has this in good measure as well. Firstly, the mod adds Joyeuse, the legendary sword of Charlemagne himself. You can find it in the possession of King Lothair in 867 and in the possession of King Philippe of France in 1066. The sword does not only look absolutely gorgeous, it will also be giving you meaningful bonuses. It is important to point out here that artifacts that stem from the Community Flavor Pack have a small symbol attached to them, so that you know whether you're looking at a vanilla or at a modded artifact. Secondly, there is also the Bayeux tapestry, and I mean, my god, just look at this. This tapestry can be created should William the Bastard win his war for England. This is a unique artifact made specifically for the 1066 start and fits extraordinarily well into the Norman throne room. It tells the story of the Norman invasion of England and in-game specifically depicts the historical Battle of Hastings. This is what I call a truly unique artifact. It is hard to believe that this artifact is in the game thanks to a modder, but El Tyrannos will make such things work. Additionally, you will also be able to find a couple of skull artifacts. It was Prince Krum of the Bulgarian Empire that turned Vasilev's Nikephoros skull into a cup. So instead of merely threatening to drink from your enemy's skulls, you will actually be able to do it in 867 if you play Bulgaria. I really want to point out just how gorgeous the skull texture actually is as well, so take a good look. We also have King Sviatoslav's skull in the form of a cup. Although Khan Tatus is a tribal ruler and therefore does not immediately have a use for court artifacts, El Tyrannos has added the skull of the King of Ruthenia that was earned by Khan Kyre, one of Khan Tatus' distant ancestors, into the game. I especially love the fact that the history of the artifact literally reads that Khan Kyre took the head of King Sviatoslav in a war, and I mean, he really did, literally. We also have the Holy Lands in the hands of the Holy Roman Emperor. Reportedly, this artifact is the tip of the spear that pierced Jesus Christ's side and is thus stained with holy blood. The nail embedded within the lands is said to be one of the ones utilized in Christ's crucifixion. This is a more than important artifact to the Christian world, and protecting it should be your highest priority if you are its owner. There is also a complete chess set as a potential artifact. 10 of these chest sets at different quality levels will spawn in randomly when you start your game, but you can also gain them via a unique set of small random events that will afterwards allow you to display this carefully modeled artifact in your throne room. It simply looks absolutely stunning and is of course inspired by real chess sets. Now the only thing that we need is a modder letting us actually play chess with this chess set in CK3. The second to last artifact that I want to talk about in this video is the Crusader. The Crusader style originated in Java and becomes available if you are lucky enough to receive a traveler from a distant country. The dagger is a very unique style and will certainly be a wonderful addition to your court and to your intrigue. It is beautiful and it is also mysterious, as the traveler just disappears and leaves behind this dagger from a distant island called Java, or well, so your ruler believes. Last but not least, there is a random event choice that brings a sculptor to your court. Financing them is a risk, as you may simply lose your money, but alternatively you may get a beautiful effigy of a saint. This small but great looking effigy will give you a small piety boost and the feeling that the Lord is truly watching over you. Should you be one of the lucky few that paid the sculptor, but the sculptor turned out to be less than talented, you will receive a wonderful statue of Potato Jesus, or as the game calls it, an ungraceful effigy of Mary and Jesus. The backstory of this statue is actually that our beloved El Tyrannos created this asset in 2019, long before he had as many hours of training under his belt when it comes to 3D asset creation. It now finally made it into the game as a bit of a joke, but frankly, this sculpture of Potato Jesus is hands down my favorite thing in the entire mod. Now, while I don't showcase them here, there is also a Norman kite shield artifact and a Norse round shield artifact fitting to your cultures, depending on where you play and who you are. And these are the new changes to the community flavor pack. It is absolutely incredible just how much work El Tyrannos has poured into this update, and that it is available right on the day on which the Royal Court releases. The community flavor pack is clearly willing to earn and defend its position as the community's favorite mod. This is a large variety of content that drops directly on release day of the Royal Court. The beauty and variety brought by the Norman throne room alone adds to the immersion factor of the game. However, that completely ignores just how much the Irish and then of course the wonderful Andalusian throne room add to the game. Western Europe is absolutely stacked with content now, and additionally the various artifacts will give the players more historical content to fight over and to admire. Certainly, if I was an Anglo-Saxon ruler for example and William won the war for England, I would just love to take him down and destroy the Bayeux Tapestry as revenge. Still, it would be such a shame. The asset is just absolutely wonderful. The small event snippets that deliver, for example, Potato Jesus to you are El Tyrannos' first expedition into event scripting as a whole, but I hope that we will see more and more interactive artifact creation this way going forward. After all, who knows what El Tyrannos has planned after this great content pack. Make sure to download it and enjoy. I am OneProud Bavarian, and I hope that you have a great Royal Court launch day. For now, see you later. Alligator.